Are you satisfied with how waste management is doing? Now you can tell Reno city leaders what you think. We'll tell you how coming up. And a day of mourning followed by anger in the streets of Sacramento. The funeral service held today for Stephon Clark, who died at the hands of police officers.
You're watching News 4 at 4 on your side.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Ben Margiott. Welcome to News 4 at 4. Reno residents will soon have the opportunity to voice their opinions about waste management. The Reno City Council unanimously approved to allow a third party to conduct a survey about waste management service. The city currently has a 10-year contract with Waste Management. The contract requires every citizen to use waste management for trash collection. The contract is now 5 years old, and Councilman Oscar Delgado says it's time Reno does its due diligence by surveying people about waste management.
Right now, Waste Management does our franchise for the entire city, both residential and commercial. And so we want to make sure that they're doing a good job. And what better way to do that is make sure that we survey the community.
Coming up at 5, News 4's Ryan Curry spoke with a Reno man who was fined by the city of Reno for not using waste management. Time now for our News 4 web poll question. We want to know tonight, are you happy with your waste management service? There's still plenty of time to vote. You can find the poll on our Facebook page, KRNV News 4. We'll have updated results throughout our newscast tonight. Sparks firefighters knocked down a fire at a vacant building early this morning. It broke out just before 4 o'clock on Dermody Way. Sparks fire officials say this is the third fire at the property in 3 weeks. There were no injuries reported, and investigators are looking into the cause. Secret Witness is offering a $250 reward for information leading to the arrest of a person wanted for credit card fraud. UNR police say this man used a fake Bank of America credit card at the Circus Casino on Monday night. They say the card belonged to a woman who reported the card stolen from her purse at the Church of Fine Arts building on the UNR campus. And officials are looking for a woman who ran from the scene of a crash near the Sparks Library last night. Sparks police say the driver of this car was speeding and drove into 2 power poles and a fire hydrant. Officials say she ran away after crashing. They do believe alcohol played a factor. If you have any information on either of these cases, you're asked to call Secret Witness at 322-4900. The funeral services were held today in Sacramento for Stephon Clark, the unarmed black man shot and killed by police in his grandparents' backyard during a police chase. The officers involved have said they thought Clark was armed, but no weapon was found. Dan Sheneman reports.
A community in mourning and on edge over the police shooting of 22-year-old Stephon Clark as family and friends came together for funeral services today to say goodbye to the father of 2.
I am!
Emotions running over as Clark's brother took the microphone.
I am! Louder! Louder!
Clark, who was unarmed, was shot and killed by police who were responsible.
Ronald McDonald House Charities Northern Nevada have announced new leadership tonight. The Board of Trustees says that Marty Ozer is no longer executive director of the charity. The organization's Board of Trustees President Brock Marquez, he stepped into the role of the charity's interim executive director while the board decides on a permanent director. The Ronald McDonald House in Reno offers comfort and lodging to families whose children are undergoing hospital treatment. For the first time in 7 years, UNR will be raising the prices for parking. Most passes will cost about 17% more next year, with the most common permit jumping to $468. Coming up on News 4 at 5, we'll look at exactly where all that extra money will go. And if you're thinking about going out to dinner this evening, how about stopping by Famous Days, where you can help out a good cause? Washoe County deputies and Sheriff's Office staff are taking on a new job tonight, waiting tables for tips. Every dollar you give them will go to support Special Olympics Nevada. Some of the athletes are also there helping wait on tables and raise some money.
The local athletes here were raising money to support 6 weeks of sports for them, and it's been a wonderful experience, and they've also been helping us out as well, so it's nice for other people to see who they're donating to as well.
The fundraiser at Famous Dave's on Kitsky Lane goes until 9 o'clock tonight. Coming up later tonight, our On Your Side report uncovers new information following a huge pileup near the Galena Creek Bridge last month. Turns out an NHP employee was involved in the crash, but he wasn't cited until a month later. You're going to find out why coming up tonight at 6. But next on News 4 at 4, what's next for the Department of Veterans Affairs now that a new leader is in charge? What President Trump wants to see change in the department. And whatever you do, don't panic. A man finds himself up close and personal with a cheetah. We'll have the full terrifying encounter right after the break.